Welcome back to this week's Light Codes Messages, transmission number 278. This week was very interesting because last week we didn't leave the Alpha Chakra, which is to do with our soul's direction, purpose and mission. And this week we didn't leave the Omega Chakra, which is to do with our soul's pathway and integrates our gifts and our mission, purpose, etc. into the Earth's grid to help make it manifest. So this week what I saw was a vision. The first vision that I saw in Omega was this great bowl with divine feminine standing around it and mixing some kind of concoction, or like they were mixing something together or bringing something together. They were creating something, a big pot of something divine. The next vision that I had was of somebody reading the Akashic Records or the Sacred Book. So their story, their purpose, their mission, everything about them. So when I have the visions, it's kind of like bringing a story together and it's telling us what's going on. So first of all, we've got the Divine Feminine, which is Omega Chakra, is the Divine Feminine Chakra. Divine Feminine are at work creating and mixing something, bringing it together. We can see that it is something that is connected to our soul because there is now we see ourself, our higher self, if you like, whatever, reading from the Akashic Records and looking at where are we up to, or looking at the ingredients with it for the recipe, so to speak. The next vision that I had was, first it puzzled me because it kind of showed itself like a bottle, a little flask of whiskey or something, but then it had some in it, and then it showed me the empty bottle. So and somehow or other, I don't know, I intuit what it means, and I hear could be the wrong way to describe it, but it's kind of like a thought transfer takes place. And so I heard elixir, and then I heard quintessence. So I knew, or by this time, I had also intuited earlier and heard the words that the Omega is to do with our destiny, which I hadn't actually put two and two together before. Yes, I've always said she governs our pathway and integrates our purpose into the Earth's grid to make it manifest, but in essence, this is our destiny. So this bottle was about the essence of our destiny, and this is what is being created by the Divine Feminine right now. The next vision that I had as we moved through was of somebody sitting on like a little ledge. Now they were sitting in lotus position. They reminded me of the scribe, the ancient Egyptian scribe. They were sitting on this little slab, which they were very neat, tidy, very aligned. So I had to come and sit with that vision before I realized what it meant, and it was about being aligned. So they were reading from the sacred book. So this is about being aligned with the mission, purpose, with the pathway, with the destiny, being aligned, and totally that, coming into alignment with your destiny. Then the next visions, I had two more visions, and they kind of morphed from each other. So the first one was of like an urn, but it had this shape of the Aladdin's teapot kind of thing. So, and it had two handles, one on either side. So like an urn. And when I think about the urn, it kind of reminds me of, if you are cremated and your ashes are put in the urn. So this is like the old part of us being stored in the urn. Or that, a dust to dust, ashes to ashes kind of thing. And then the urn, one handle became like a teapot, so it became like Aladdin's lamp. And of course, all our wishes, our dreams, our desires can come true from Aladdin's lamp kind of thing. So I can see that today the message is all about the divine feminine now, working the ingredients and bringing everything together to bring forward our destiny. So we have to be aligned to be fully in our destiny. And so before I lead you out now, I really feel there were a lot of keys in the transmission today. That's when my teeth are chattering, there are keys. And the keys are unlocking and activating the codes and the light codes that we're holding within us, that we are receiving now, that we are ready for our destiny. And each week has been leading us up to this stage. And I would like to now to bring just a short transmission through for you. So for just a moment, if you can close your eyes and come into the stillness, come drop down into your heart space. Just keep your awareness in your heart, finding your still point, and then allowing your awareness to drop down to the Omega chakra, which is just below the feet and in direct alignment with your base chakra. And so today you've just been given a few keys. And if you would like to check the links below, you'll be directed to my Etsy shop where you can buy the full transmission of the Keys of Destiny. And I really look forward to seeing you next week. I'm very excited. This is going to be an amazing month and some amazing light codes transmissions coming through. Don't miss out. Visit my Etsy shop and receive them now. And also you can go to my website at www.howtoreturntolove.com, and I'm going to be bringing through some awesome articles. And also while I'm here, check in with me, connect with me if you'd like to come to Egypt for a tour, for a Light Codes program. I have one on my shop at the moment, but I am considering making some changes and going back to doing them the way that I used to do them, which is on a dahabeah on the Nile, which gives us, we're visiting temples every day. And we have the perfect opportunity to totally retreat on board the dahabeah, on board the Nile, watching the world go by just as it was in the time of the ancients, and be immersed fully in the energies, receiving the light codes and the keys as we go. That's going to be a really exciting opportunity later on this year. So check in with me and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.